As the snow began to melt away on that cold, bleak winter's day, I met a man named Billy who had come from far away. He said he'd walked a heavy life, one full of grief and strife. He told me about his family, his 3 children and his wife. His wife, her name was Emily. She'd left him years ago. His children, Ellie, Jim and John, he'd never seen them grow. He said this was the thing in life that caused most guilt and regret. That's why he drank his days away in the hope he could forget. He asked me if I had a woman, and I told him about my babe. He offered me sincere advice, don't make the same mistakes he'd made. His face showed scars from many wars, from countless battles for the cause. He'd been the killer of many men and showed no mercy of remorse. He'd fought all over foreign lands, the grass of Europe, Arabian sands. These wars he didn't have to understand, just do it for the king and Uncle Sam. For his country he had given his all, swam across rivers, ran through walls, killed with his hands knives and guns, and been willing to take that final fall. But his life as a soldier had taken its toll. You could see through his eyes into his soul. His skin was worn and his heart was cold, but he'd never lost his self-control. When he crossed those lines and borders, he was purely following orders. He was never really a violent man, he just had to swim in muddy waters. He spoke politely with no accent, no sign of aggression or ill intent. His manner was composed and calm, and there was barely a sign of his torment. As he left, I wondered if I'd see him again, and after what he'd seen, how he'd stayed sane. What must it take, must it be like, for a man to bury so much pain? A few days later on the London Express, as I opened up my paper, I lost my breath. A familiar face and a headline that read, "War hero stabbed to death." As he walked on home that fateful night, he saw a gang trying to start a fight. Many a man would have walked on by, but for Billy that just wasn't right. As he attempted to break up the fight, he spotted a blade in the pale moonlight. It felt like a punch, but he saw the blood, and all that it took was one coward and a knife. He always knew he'd meet his maker on his final judgment day, and answer for the things he'd done. He knew he'd have to pay, though he never could have foreseen he would go out this way. He should have died in Arnhem or Normandy on D-Day, fighting with valor with his fellow soldiers in one big last hooray. And now I often think of Billy, especially on Remembrance Day.